when it comes to protests, I understand the need to protest, even if it's things that I don't agree with. Everyone has the right to protest and make their voices heard. That is freedom of speech, which unfortunately, is being committed to the annals of history in this country because the government does not care about it anymore. In fact, it wants rid of it. But when you get protests that basically affect just a random everyday person, no authority or corporation or whatever is being affected. It's random everyday people that are getting it. That is when I've got a problem, especially when it comes to things like blocking roads. And this is one of the reasons why. Mum paralysed by stroke after M25 protest delayed trip to hospital by 6 hours. The woman's son Chris said he was so angry and so upset as he watched his mum slip away while they were stuck in standstill traffic on the M25. Doctors said her recovery would have been minimal if she had arrived within 90 minutes. A mum has been left paralysed from a stroke after eco-protesters blocking the M25 delayed her son as he rushed her to hospital. Chris, her heartbroken son, said he was forced to watch his mother slip away while stuck in standstill traffic for 6 hours. Insulate Britain protesters infuriated commuters on the M25 this week for 3 days in a row. Chris told LBC's Andrew Pearce, "I was caught up for about 6 hours in traffic. I was doing a mission of mercy to help my mother." He said he wanted to drive his mum to the hospital because of ambulance delays, most likely caused by the same protests. Tragically, he ended up on the motorway for 6 hours after Insulate Britain protesters blocked the road. He said, "I was there with my mother for 6 hours watching her slip away and I could do nothing. When we got her to the hospital, the doctor said if we were to have gotten to them within 90 minutes, her symptoms, her recovery would have been minimal. Because she'd been left to endure a stroke for 6 hours, she's got complete paralysis now down her left side." Fantastic, that's her disabled for the rest of her life. Well done, boys. Well done. GG. Climate change, yeah. He added, "I'm so angry and so upset. This didn't need to happen." You're absolutely right. Insulate Britain activists are demanding the government insulate all homes by 2025, starting with social housing. Well, yeah, obviously that's a much more important message that you were on. You were on the motorway blocking this guy taking his mother to hospital, and she now has permanent paralysis because of you. You were probably blocking ambulances, police cars, probably going to things like domestic violence events and armed robberies and rapes, possibly as well as fire engines as well. Yeah, people probably died because of you. You did a lot of damage because you wanted to block a little fucking motorway so that you could get your fucking houses insulated. You know that you can just go down to B&Q and buy the foam and do it your fucking self. It's 20 quid a roll. It's 20 quid a fucking roll. Right? Not that much, and the stuff literally lasts forever. It doesn't fucking biodegrade. You could literally go out and get that for 20 quid a fucking roll. But no, let's block the fucking motorway and BB fannies. Commuting chaos ensued on Friday when protesters wearing high-vis jackets targeted Junction 3 at Swanley in Kent shortly after 8:30 a.m. And there's pictures of them all there. The eco-protesters sat in the middle of the tarmac and a traffic jam quickly formed. Several motorists lost their patience and one man yelling at the group, "Go to work, you lazy bastards." Yeah, these people are not employed. Another man, a contractor for DX Logistics, which delivers medical supplies, said, "We are fuming about this," and quite rightly so. "I do not want updates. Go away." The van stuck in traffic here is carrying ventilators, drips, and everything. Well, no, I realize, yeah, ventilators, for everyone that's in hospital dying of COVID and all that type of stuff, but that absolutely pales in comparison to people getting some foam in their attic. This protest is pissing us off. We can't get any medical supplies out to the hospitals, which should have arrived by now. It's ridiculous, it's wrong, we are livid. Police were already in a position and were later pictured hauling the activists off the road. One activist, Sandy, 31, told on Friday how she intends to continue to shut down the M25 despite previous arrests, even after everything that you just did, even after all of that, even after all the harm and suffering that you caused to people. Even after that, there are other ways to go about it. Because see, one of the key things that you definitely do not want to do, as someone who is an activist, is don't do anything that will make the general public hate you, because once they hate you, they will also hate your message. And when you approach them with your message, they will tell you to shove it right up your arse. And after this, they would be 100% entitled to do so. The teacher told the Sun online, I feel calm, it's out of my hands now. If I'm released, I will come back here. Losing my job is a small concern compared to what's coming if we don't lower our carbon emissions. Insulate Britain campaigners marched onto the motorway near Junction 28 in Essex, Junction 3 at Swanley in Kent, and 9 at Leatherhead in Surrey. Police were on the scene at Junction 28 when the protesters arrived, cuffing many of them before they could position themselves on the road, LBC reported. Later on, they blocked part of the M11 close to Stansted Airport. Insulate Britain said 79 people attempted to block the London orbital motorway hours after their release from police custody following similar protests on Wednesday, so they came right back out and tried to do it again. What lovely people. Insulate Britain said in a statement, we demand credible action now, and we are willing to have people dying in the back of cars and in the back of ambulances until we get it. Yeah, aren't you lovely, lovely people? Aren't you nice? Yeah, like, fire engines probably couldn't get to fires and shit like that in time, and there might be a baby inside that just gets fucking cooked to death and it's caught. Aren't you a bunch of lovely, lovely bastards? Proper jobs for hundreds of thousands of people to start is the first real step to insulate all the homes in this country, which, pound for pound, gives us the biggest reduction in carbon emissions. Yeah, like, fuck your mother being permanently paralysed down one side of her body. What truly matters here, the important thing, is that we bring down everyone's heating bills. That's what really matters. What's important is that people feel warm in the winter. I mean, well, it's alright, but maybe that was the thing, is she won't feel it, well, at least not on one side of her body. Because of you. Because of you. It is a total no-brainer, yet this government refuses to get on with the job. This is criminal negligence. You cheeky bastards. You cheeky bastards. Now, there's the thing when it comes to protesting, right? You want to protest, that is absolutely fine, right? The one thing that I ask that you do not do, right, is do not block traffic, because I'm just pissing off a bunch of people going to work. No, you're not. These are essential roads for ambulances, fire engines, all these other things. Now, they get updates of, areas where there's traffic and stuff like that, and they've got these really high-tech, fancy as fuck sat-navs that basically show them this is the fastest route, after analysing traffic. However, even if it's like this is the faster route, that might make them 30 seconds late. And trust me, my dad was a firefighter his entire life, and I know, like, first responders and things like that. 30 seconds can make all the difference. 30 seconds can truly make all the difference when people are responding to an emergency. Trust me, which is why you want to do everything that you can to make sure, like, I mean, everyone does it on the road. When you see the sirens behind you, you pull into the side, open that right up, part it like Moses, and you let them straight the fuck through. Because every second fucking matters, right? That's what everyone does. Everyone knows to do that, which is why you don't block fucking traffic with your protest. You want to stand outside Parliament, you want to go to a park, you want to annoy pedestrians, then whatever, that's fine. Like, do that. Block pedestrians. Block a footbridge. That's fine. You can do that as well. Motorways and shit like that, though, no, right? And this is a fine example of why a woman is now permanently paralysed down the left-hand side of her body because you wanted foam in your fucking house that you could have went out and just bought yourself, right? Utter fucking nonsense. It's a complete fucking disgrace. Have your protest, but don't do it in a way where it's going to cost people their lives. I swear to God, man, these climate activists make me want another fucking ice age. Oh, don't worry, I'll be fine. I'll wear the skins to keep myself warm.